Jumbo, fellow adventurers, and welcome to another spiritual tune-up where I answer your questions you post on either Facebook or Instagram the day of the broadcast. So post today, start writing right now. I love your feedback. I love your comments. Thank you for sharing with your friends. The thumbs up, the stars, it makes such a difference. Let's see here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Start over. Jumbo, fellow adventurers. It's Mike Dooley and time for a spiritual tune-up where I answer your questions. Post them below the day of the broadcast on Facebook or Instagram, and they could be my talking points tomorrow. Today's question, and actually this whole week, is about manifesting. The question by several of you, thank you so much, on Instagram and Facebook, pertains to understanding prior conflicts. Yesterday, I told you if you've got conflicting desires, conflicting thoughts, conflicting beliefs, sometimes you manifest that which you had not thought of. That's a little bit here and a little bit there. It's just kind of a breakdown, if you will. You're drawn through unthought of territory to make the objective that did show up possible. Okay, so the question today, Mike, how do you neutralize the manifestation of past conflicting thoughts? 3 steps. Number 1, don't assume you have past conflicting thoughts. Okay? It's never that clear. That's like looking for your invisible, limiting, self-sabotaging beliefs. Okay? As soon as you go looking for them, you're claiming they exist. But heretofore, they've been invisible. Just because you don't yet have what you want, even if you've wanted it for decades, that doesn't mean that there's crossed wires, conflict, or invisible limiting beliefs. It could have been a matter of priorities. It could have been a matter of other dreams coming true. It could be that tomorrow that big dream comes true until you say, I have invisible limiting beliefs. I must be self-sabotaging. It must be baggage from my childhood. It wasn't. Until now. And now you've got to deal with it in addition to whatever else it really was. So don't assume there's something wrong just because you want something that hasn't shown up yet. That's the nature of reality. We're always perpetually moving towards a new manifestation. From here to there, have to have not, now versus later. This is the illusions. And as soon as you get it, you want something else. So it's perpetual. You will always feel this divine sense of incompletion. Doesn't mean something's wrong with you. So glad we got that out of the way. Step number 2, always be led by joy. So how do you know you have conflicting beliefs? Well, if one of them is like what you should do, and the other one is what you want to do, do what you want to do. And don't think you're going to run amok and be negligent and overeat and overdrink and overparty because Mike said, do what you want to do. Nobody wants to do those things. They may be band-aids to maybe remedy short-term some stress, but that's not really what you want. Go for what you really want. Set the bar really high. You want to be disciplined, right? You don't want to be lazy. You don't want to be wallowing. You don't want to be stagnant. Yeah, you can have a couch potato day. You can have a Netflix binge. You can have a piece of chocolate cake for dessert. But be real, and your authenticity, your magnificence, your brilliant, shining soul will come through and lead the way when you are led by joy. Particularly when you arrive at a fork in the road. Should I go here or should I go there? Should I go out with her or should I go out with him? Okay, be led by joy. Short-term joy as well as long-term joy. If it's going to be like, this is going to be the most fun night of my life, but it's going to ruin the next 10 years, that's not very joyful. So you have to be your own judge of that. Overall, be led by joy. Number 3, don't worry about prior conflicting thoughts. Don't worry about present conflicting thoughts. Don't worry. And if you do, don't worry that you worry. Why? Because you are born to succeed. You're inclined to thrive. You're the eyes and the ears of God. So if you've got something that's really kind of positive for your soul and you're really drawn to it, and something that you're not sure if it's real, you're not sure if it's authentic, but it's really exciting, the real authentic deal will always prevail. You're not vulnerable. You're not vulnerable to a little negativity. You're not vulnerable to a lot of negativity as long as you do what you can with what you got from where you are. I think I missed a word in that phrase, but you got it, right? So don't worry. It's not a big deal. It's not complicated. A favorite note from the universe once said, come on. Time and space is not the Harvard of reality, okay? It's like kindergarten at recess. If you start thinking, oh man, I've got baggage and invisible thoughts and beliefs and unknown conflicts. I just thought a negative thought. Oh my God, I'm worrying. It's like you're pegged to succeed. You're going to thrive as long as you do some little token thing in a positive measure every single day. Just do something, even if you fake it, okay? And then take baby steps. And the next thing you know, your life takes off on this upward spiral I told you about yesterday. And all of the fears and the extraneous thoughts, they all recede and fade into the background, and they have no hold over you. Okay, everybody, don't assume there's a conflict. Be led by joy. Don't worry, you're inclined to succeed. Thanks for your questions. Post new ones down below today, right now. Tell me where you are. Tell me what the weather is. What are you dreaming of for 2021? Today's inauguration day in the United States. There's a lot of excitement, some trepidation, some fears. Hey, this is the nature of the game. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be an amazing year. Tally ho, amigos. Hasta la pronto.